Hello. Okay, so I'll be playing as white. I'll continue with pawn to e4 followed by d4, taking the control of the center, and I'll capture. Now this is the Caro-Kann defense followed by c4, knight f6, knight c3, e6. I'll take out my knight, and he also take out his knight. Further on, I'll take out my bishop, creating pin. He play bishop e7. All I gonna do is push the pawn forward. He castle a3 and he play x6. I'll just move the bishop backwards so that I can just control this diagonal. He play g5. All I'll do is play my bishop to g3 and then playing knight to e5 would be one of the available options for us. So let us go for it. Now he may try capturing, and after that I'll go with knight take on knight, attacking the queen. Now pawn has to capture, otherwise knight take on queen. So he take, I also capture, and now the rook file is open, attacking the weak x6 pawn. So all you do is play bishop f6. I was just taking the x6 pawn, and he may try attacking and all, which is available in his hand. So he play bishop g7. All I'll do is simply protect my rook by moving it backwards. So I'll play rook h1 and take out my dearest bishop. The trap is queen take on it, bishop check, king here. That would be a kind of repetition actually. Okay, so this is black to play. Queen take on d4, and all I'll do is no, I don't feel. So bishop x7 check, and then uh, bishop c2. The rook is giving check, king goes, and then I play queen h5. Now this queen to x7 is a checkmate plan. So it is looking like a checkmate is going to happen. Anyways, let's see what he responds with. So he responds with queen e5 check, and I just play king f1. Now no more checks possible. Okay. So this is black to play. Black continue, bishop a6 check. King comes to g1, and he play rook to e8. So rook to e8 was played. Queen x7 check. King x2. Rook to e1, attacking the queen. Now he might move the queen here, or queen backwards to f6, queen to c7. All are the available options for black. So queen take on rook, quite logical. So queen take on his bishop, he play rook here, and that's a defeat. No, bishop can come. So we can still have some hopes. Bishop x7, and so on. He may try attacking my bishop and all. Okay, so over here, the best move I find is no. Queen take on f2 pawn. He just focus on capturing the weak pawns. So do I. Queen take on g5. Welcome chess with Thuck. If you want to challenge me, you can send me the challenges, and I can play rapid. Okay, queen f6. So I would trade, okay, and then move my king backwards, or should I give check? Alright, so I move the king backward because I need to support, and then push b4. Alright, so let us see what he responds with. He responds with rook to d8. So over here, I can try giving check, but that's not helpful at all. Instead of it, moving the king, king f2. Now let us see what he responds with. And if you are enjoying the stream, you may like live stream. Okay, so he continued e4. I'll go on with knight e4 check. And then he played king g7, knight g5. Okay. King e1, he pushed, king here. So knight take on e6 check, winning the rook. Alright, so let us see what he responds. King f7. I would just capture, play the king d2 so that I can just over pressurize, and that's how I'll continue. Now the most important thing is to protect the rook. So rook x3, not a pawn, is protecting. I can just push and take. So bishop take on d3. I find this to be a very easy win for me. So rook take on it. I would continue with pawn taking on the rook. He play bishop c8. I would just push it forward, and then bishop x6, king x6. So bishop e4. The idea is simple. I'll be attacking the c6 pawn, and he played the bishop d7, king e3. Okay, f5. I would just move it backwards. Now it is completely blocking the king to move and all. So here, king f4, and I play x5. I'll be pushing my pawns forward. x6, and he can just block it. Okay, king e5. King d6. Bishop take on the c6 pawn, and I can expect him to trade. King b6, c6, c7, and promote to a queen, followed by queen c3. King captures on e6, queen f6, and then I just take the pawn and I'll push. Okay, so let's just push and promote and defeat. Alright, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Okay, so I get a challenge. Now I'll be playing as black. Let us go with e5. My opponent can develop his knight. I'll also develop because I have to protect. Pawn to c3. I'll go on with bishop takes c5. I think let's resist. Knight f6. I'll attack it. Chess with Thug. If you want to challenge me, you can send me the challenges. My ID is simple. The Kings of Chess official. You can search for it and send me the challenges. Knight take on e4. He played e5. So here I would move the knight backwards to e7, looking as a quite passive option, but actually it's not. So d6, and then now this knight going to die. So bishop d7, He can capture the knight. Alright, so this is white to play, where white is thinking for the move. And if you are enjoying the stream, you will like the live stream. So he responded with queen p3. That was completely insane. Anyways, knight c5, because I have to defend and attack the queen. So I'll be doing a lot of things at the same time, and he resigns. Okay, so let us play another one. Now I'll be playing. Okay, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. Okay, so I get a challenge. Now I'll be playing as black. White play e4. The French defense followed by d5, and I capture. Knight take on e4, knight f6, bishop e4 check and bishop d6. I would play knight to g4 and attack it. Capture the bishop. Wow. x4. So x5, x4, that's a very simple plan which I'm having. And he may play knight e4 as usual. So here I would protect. He play knight f5. I play f5, attack the knight. He tried to protect and I captured his knight. Okay, he go with this. I play queen here. No, queen d7, knight take. He play this. So he would lose the knight. That's it. Anyways, let us see what he responds with. He go with this. Bishop take on e6. Bishop captures the knight. He just sacrificed the knight like that. Okay, so I'll capture and play knight e5 because I just attack the bishop. Now I'm gonna capture. Rook take it backwards. So I'll just develop because I have to defend my queen. So queen f6 opening this diagonal, and I would be happy if I capture, followed by queen f5, just attacking the queen. If he take this, then I also take, he take, no, then I can just protect actually. Okay, so I can just go for it. If we go with, then I can go with queen take rook and continue. Otherwise, that's white to play. Let us see how he responds in this position. Okay, so white to play where white is thinking for the move. And if you are enjoying the stream, you will like live stream. So now white is thinking for the move. It is one of the common problem among the chess players that they make a mistake and they are quite thinking about what they must do next. So it's better if you don't make any mistake and you continue safely. Queen d8, attacking the queen. He play queen check. I'll just develop. Okay, queen c6 check. I'll play bishop d7. King f7. I'll take my king to the frying pan, followed by king to g8, and then I don't expect any checks at all. So he continued rook d1, and then I go with queen g5 check, and then I would end the game happily with bishop g4 attacking like this. Ultimately I can just capture and all. Okay, so king x7, the rook gonna attack it. If we play queen e4, then bishop to f5, and that's a very easy win. Okay, so the queen gonna be pinned, and I just take away his queen. So let us see what he responds with. Okay, he play rook to e1. I would just capture and play queen f5, should attack and capture his rook in the next move, and that's how I'll play. Alright, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Okay, so I'll be playing as black. So against 1600, let us go for e5. You can play knight f3, knight c3 or whatever. Okay, f4, the king's gambit. I would just develop my knight, take out my bishop, take out my pawn. So let us activate the sniper bishop towards this diagonal and then play d6 because I have to create a pawn chain. I can even take out this sniper and create a pin like this. So knight e2, now that's a very good opportunity. Bishop e3. I can just try to eliminate. So over here, I capture it. The knight can obviously take it. Okay, so over here, I would continue with pawn capturing on f4. Knight can capture multiple options available for him. Anyways, queen x4 check. He push, I take, knight take. Okay, so I would just capture quietly. And after he take it, I'll develop my knight, take out my bishop, take out my queen and long castle. So queen d7, he play x3, I can just move it backwards and try attacking the pawn because these are already available options which are available in my hand. So that's why I'm just up to this, developing my pieces, castling and all. So let's go for long castling. All his pieces are quite developed towards the king side, so I just long castle and protect. Welcome Lopos Gamer to my channel. How are you doing? Anyways, so I gonna play knight e5, look forward for knight f3, try attacking the queen. All of them as an available option. Anyways, let us see how he responds with. Okay, so if you want, you may also challenge me. You can just send me the challenges to my chess.com ID. Bishop take on a7 is a big blunder. Now why is that so? Queen a4 is now attacking this, followed by the bishop, and queen a4 attacking the bishop. So now the choice is for white, whether he want to give up the bishop or the king. So obviously the king is going to be quite selfish about himself. He gonna play knight c3, okay, quite selfish. All I gonna do is capture his bishop, and he played e4. Now, okay, he is trying his best, try to attack forward and all in best available manner. So I find the winning continuation as knight take on e4. Now this is quite confusing for a lot of players. That is simple. I can capture the queen, so he has to take it. If he take, queen take on it, king here and queen here is a checkmate. So boom is the checkmate idea. This is what is my plan. Now he play queen e3 and all I am going to do is capture the knight. He gonna take it from the queen or the pawn, I don't care. Queen take on it to check and then I gonna blunder. Okay, now this is kind of a blunder, actually a big mistake which I made right now. So okay, but I can still have some hopes. Continue queen a4 because if we take pawn take, rook is also opening giving check, so that's why. Anyway, so let us see how he responds with. If he take, then he lose this rook. Okay, this is one of the hint which I am giving you. If he take, he loses the rook. Now let us see if he is like try to able to find the move which he must. So he played bishop g2. Okay, but this is not at all the best move which I feel. Because knight c4 check supported by the bishop also. Okay, queen is already supporting, but the bishop also supporting it. Now he just moved the king it backwards, and then all I gonna do is play queen here. Now I just quickly want to trade the queens because I am ahead in material. So before, one of the smartest ways of getting rid from the queen trades. So I would just continue queen g5, queen h4 check, available option. Even better, queen e3 check for trading the queens. So you might observe that white is like having to know about that you want to trade and all. No. Okay, so I would play queen e3 check, forcefully trade the queens. Now this is a fork and I can take this bishop. So that's a very easy win for us. Anyways, let us see how he responds with. And if you are enjoying the stream, you will like the live stream. If you want to challenge me, you can just send me the challenges to my chess.com ID. That is the Kings of Chess official. Anyways, so he resigned. Alright, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. Okay, so I'll be playing as black. Alright, let me send my chess.com ID. The Kings of So this is my chess.com ID which I sent right now. You may send me the challenges into that ID. Okay, d4, let us take out the knight and play the king's Indian defense which I usually play. Now d6 is a very important move. He play f4, no. Bishop d3. I feel this move is quite passive looking. Anyways, d5 followed by e6 and I can capture. Let's just capture without wasting time. Followed by castling. And now over here, let's take out the bishop. Now this might be creating a temptation to play f3. And this is a quite disadvantageous move. Why? Because this diagonal gets to be opened and all. So that's why. He must not play this. And I can just move it backwards, play b5, sacrificing the pawn and all. So let us see how he responds with. Okay. Alright, so what is he going to play? b3 is a big blunder. Knight take on d5, but pawn can also take it. Knight take it. So bishop take on the rook, and that's how I'll continue. So he resigns the game. Okay, if you want, you may send me the challenges. Any challenges? Okay, so I'll be playing as white. Let us go for e4 and let's play the king's gambit. If we just play this, or I want silly defense. So e5, let us play the king's gambit. King's gambit is one of the powerful openings which I can play. So in fact, not me. Many of you can play. Knight f3. He play knight to c6. So what I can do is simply take out my bishop or just take the control center. Okay, I'll just control the center, open up my bishop. That's it. Now he play bishop f5. Let's go for bishop take on f4 and then play c3, then knight a3, multiple options which are available for me. So I'll play c3, he play knight g6. I would simply take my bishop backwards to e3, opening this diagonal. It's about taking the bishop to the square where it will remain active for a longer time. Now here, I would take out my bishop in the sense to castle quickly. Now this is going to create a pin, so the knight will be inactive for a longer time. So bishop x4 check. Over here, knight take on bishop, queen take it, and I play bishop f2. He just moves his queen backwards. Then okay, queen e4 check. So I bring the queen in between. Queen take g2. He is busy capturing the pawns and all. So I would just protect. Capture this. Okay, black to play. Black play queen e4. I would just develop my knight, attack the queen. If he trade, then I would be the happiest one to trade. Otherwise, no problem. Okay, take. I would also take it back from the king. The rook connection is very important. That's why. So black continue with long castling. Now over here, pawn to x4 and then pawn x5 is one of my plans which I can play. So x5, he play the knight, try to give some checks. I play king f3, he capture. So he protect, and that's one of the perfect moves which he is playing. Bishop x4 creating pin towards the rook, and we'll be attacking this knight. So let us see how he responds with. He can. That's a tough choice. He cannot bring the rook here because the bishop is also attacking. c6. You can consider him to sacrifice one pawn by playing c6 or whatever. Otherwise, knight backwards, then bishop take on rook. So let us see how black responds. Because black is just losing his rook, that's why. He respond with the move c6. I would attack the rook, which is very important. Okay. So I would capture the rook. I sent a challenge. Lopez Gamer, I cannot receive your challenge when I'm playing game. So you can send me the challenge after this game ends. Okay. Now king takes d8, knight b3, then knight c5 attacking it. Okay, so bishop e4 check, king to e3, p6. I would play a4. If we take the rook open, would attack the a7 pawn and continue like that. Okay, and he play rook to e8. So let's just capture because I'm just going to open up my rook. That's why. Take my knight backwards because I have to attack the bishop. Okay, so what is he going to play? Bishop c2. I would just play b3. The bishop trapped. Kind of. No, not at all. But I would try rook a2. He would just play his bishop backwards. And I push. No. Otherwise, I can push it. Let's just capture and not create a very tough position and all. Pawn to c4. He capture knight take or the pawn take. If the knight take, the knight is getting a chance to be opened and fight as a warrior. But if the pawn take, then it can be pushed. Okay, I'll take it from the knight. Now the problem is double pawns. But the secondary problem is about my knight. My knight was also not getting enough development and all, so that's why. Now I'll play knight e6. The idea is simple. I'll be attacking the bishop. So here he respond with bishop e6. Now rook to b2. Actually rook a3 was quite better. No problem. Rook b2. I would just take, being the happiest one. And then later rook back to a2. Let's just play e5. He'll try some checks and all. I'll play king here. If he take, he's gone. He take. Okay, so I just want him to capture the pawn. Now if he capture, he is kind of, not kind of, he is completely losing. But if he protect, then the matter is something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, he captured it. So let's just capture without wasting time. Now you can capture this pawn also, but I would say let's just push. Just push it, and you can welcome the new queen to our board. And okay, he'll give some checks and all. Let him do that. Play the king here, cause rook a8 is a checkmate, and bye bye. So rook a8 first a checkmate, and that's how I win. Anyway, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Okay, so Lopez Gamer, if you want to challenge me, you may send me the challenges right now. And if you want, you can also challenge me. You may search for my chess.com ID and send me the challenge there. So I'll be playing as white. Let us go for e4. My opponent as black will be playing e5, the Caro-Kann, Perk. He is having multiple options. Okay, so he played basic. I would play e4. Beginning with the center game, he played knight c6. I would not make it quite complicated and just I'll take it. I'll not make it complicated. Now he play f6. Okay, I would capture it. He take it backwards. I'll take out my knight. He may try bishop e4. Yeah, very good. So bishop d3. I would just defend my pawn, where my opponent can castle, play d5. Okay, d5 can also be played exactly, because after pawn take, knight can take it. Okay, bishop take, and then he try this. He may also castle. So he is having multiple options in his hand. Okay, d5 I would not capture. Otherwise I would capture only. Let's just capture. Knight gonna take, or the queen take. Queen take, okay. So I'll just develop and castle quickly. Now this is black to play, having 9 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Like he is having plenty time. Okay, so bishop g4, I'll castle. And if we do some kind of time pass, I would play rook e1, give a check, and try to destroy his position. Anyway, so let us see what he responds with. He go on with long castling. So I would say okay. So I would move to bishop e2. Now let us see what he responds with. Bishop take f3. Bishop take f3, attacking the queen. He gonna take. I also take. Now if the rook take, then I can also take it. So this is black to play. So rook d8. So I'll just take out my bishop, creating a pin, and then creating this kind of check and all. This can be one of the traps which I can try. Otherwise, let's just take. I'm not creating a quite complicated game, you know, just playing normally. He played the king. I play rook b1. Okay, so black to play. Let us see what he responds with. He responds with knight e5. So bishop f5. The knight cannot jump here. Knight cannot. Oh, knight can jump here. So, but what is he gaining after this? Nothing. So he gained nothing if he play this. Anyways, let us see what he responds with. So bishop e4, attacking it. c6. Bishop takes c6. Now this move would have opened black's eyes. Anyways, knight a5. Let us take it backwards. Open the rook file and attack. So let us see how black responds. Okay, he can play d6, rook d2. I would play bishop e4 because I have to defend. That is quite simple. And then I'll play h4, h5, create some past frontiers among these two weak pawns, and that's how I'll continue. Okay, so this is black to play where black is thinking. And if you are enjoying the stream, you like the live stream. So let's play bishop d3 because attacking the rook, the idea is quite simple. King f1 and then king e1. That's a easy way to win the rook. Because the rook is trapped. So he might sacrifice the rook like Gotham chess. Sacrificing the rook and all. So yeah. Let's see what he responds with. Oh, as I told, sacrificing the rook like Gotham chess. Hmm. Hmm. So b6 I would just push c4 and all. Now knight c6 I would play c5 and try forward like attacking and all. I'll be attacking the p6 pawn. Welcome Arif to my channel. I would capture, pawn take it, and then rook c1. Gotham chess. Yeah, bro. Gotham chess was like sacrificing the rook, and today I'm crushing Gotham chess. Anyway, so d4. He gonna play the king d6. I'll play king e2. Kind of mistake. Anyways, king e3. So should I sacrifice? No. Rook c5 check, and then capture the pawn. Capture this pawn, and then the knight. Anyway, so this is black to play where black is thinking for the move. He respond with x4. I'll play rook h5. He play f5. Rook take on f5. I'll play d5 check. He take. I capture the knight. And obviously the pawn is not unstoppable because he can play king here. No. So let us welcome the new queen to our board. Okay, he resigns. Alright, so if you want, you may also challenge me. All the challenges are allowed. Okay, so let's just continue playing. So I'll be playing as black. Okay, white to play. White is playing e4. Let us play e5. Knight f3, knight c6, and then knight f6. Now I know this is kind of a mistake, knight f6, but I still play this. You know why? Oh, d3. That's why I just play knight f6 and all. Anyways, so he can take out his bishop and all, so I'll play x6, blocking the bishop, and then bishop e4, then castle quickly. Bishop a5, he played this. Now bishop e6 activated towards the long diagonal, and then play d6, protecting the pawn, open the bishop. Okay, so knight e5. I'll play knight g4, and I can expect him to capture the bishop. Okay, he castle. Alright. So if he castle, all I can do is play knight e4, try attacking the knight and all. f5 can also be one of the options played. The idea will be to support it by the bishop. So knight take on it. Pawn take it? No, pawn take was quite better. Anyways, I'll take it. Ah, checkmate. Yeah. Okay, thank God. I was like, my opponent is not observed that checkmate. Anyways, welcome Lopez Gamer. and thank you very much for playing against me. It was a good game. In which knight f6, c4, let's play the Kronfeld. In fact, Marshall defense. I'll make it quite complicated by c5. Now let us just capture this pawn. He play bishop takes c4. I'll capture it. Welcome Mem 2024 to my channel. e5, quite complicated moves. I know that. E take, queen take on it, knight there, knight here. These are already quite complicated openings which I'm trying uh, to crush my opponent. So d5, let us take out the bishop and castle quickly because castling is very important. So that's what I'll do. I'll castle and that's how I'll continue. So knight e2, let us take knight e4 and create a pin like this. Further on I can attack the knight at c3 and then I gonna capture. Now this is white to play. White go with knight take, I go with castling because castling is important, that's why. Now this is my opponent's turn. He play 3, I'll play bishop d6 and attack this diagonal followed by bishop c7. Alright, so this is white to play where white is thinking for the move. Oh, I just observed I am playing against 1789. Anyways, so that's why I was like, how is my opponent playing so accurately and all. Anyways, g6. I have a lot of plans. I can play p5, destroy my opponent's position like that. I know that. Anyways, g6, first of all, he'll just protect. He can play queen x6. Was absolutely unexpected. p5, it is obviously having a trap. If we take, queen take on it. And this is completely my winning game. So obviously, he declined it. Now I, over here, will continue with the move. Bishop d7 and attack it. He play bishop g5. Okay, not a very complicated move, but is having a very perfect plan. The plan is knight check, but that's not a mate. No, mate is available. So f6, he'll push. I'll push. He'll take. And then I have to take it. Now I can take any of these pieces available to me. Queen take on this rook. Okay. Alright, so let us have another one. I'll be playing as white. Okay. So let us play pawn to f4, the bird opening, followed by knight f3. Welcome white shadow to my channel. Bishop g2 and castle quickly, because castling is very important. Play d3, knight c3, pawn to e4. I will also push and capture attacking the bishop, and then I gonna take, play the rook to b1, then the king x1. So now this is black to play. Black go with bishop f6, knight to e5, the queen diagonal getting open. Okay, he take, I also take. Now this pawn is an available option, so he just push it forward. Queen g4 attacking it. He'll capture queen h5, bishop e2, bishop e4, he capture it. Okay, let him capture. I don't care. Bishop take knight. He also capture it. Queen take e5. Checkmate is our main plan. So he may try protecting because protection is very important. Okay, so I can expect a rook threat to occur and then queen d7. Rook take. Queen d7. He played it earlier. Okay. Rook take on it. Give another check. And then welcome mind gamers to my channel. Pawn take on g3. He can try queen h3 check as an available option to him. Anyway, so let us see how he responds. Queen h3 check. King g1. That was the trap. So I win this game. Alright, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed. Are you 1800 in Rapid? No, not in this ID, but in another account. Yeah, I am 1900 in Rapid. Anyway, so if you want, you may send me the challenges. All the challenges are allowed.